Hello, profitable traders. You're welcome back to Forex Nerds Academy, and I'm super excited to bring to us the third episode in our chart pattern series. But before we go to that, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please subscribe. Watch the previous videos. There's a lot of knowledge that has been packed in all our videos. Watch them, like the videos, and ask your questions in the comment section. All right. So also there's a Telegram group where I drop signals on a daily basis. I drop signals and I drop PDF materials that can help us, that can equip us to become better and better at. I'm very sure not to miss out on these guys. The link to the Telegram group will be in the description channel. You can check it out. And also we are building a community on Facebook. We have a Facebook page on Facebook to help us reach out to many more people. All these things are coming for free. We are educating people for free. All we need from you is a subscription, your like, your comments. That's all we need from you, and we'll be glad if you can do that. The link to the Facebook community is going to be in the description below. Check it out. You'll be very glad you did. I'll be dropping materials. I'll be engaging the Facebook page very soon. Once our number of followers reach a certain level, then I'll start engaging. All right, so let's come back to the video. This is going to be the third episode of our chart pattern series, and the chart pattern we'll be talking about in this third episode is something very important. Many traders don't even know this chart pattern. Many traders don't even know how to give out this chart pattern. I'll be out a lot of knowledge in this video. Get your phones, get your system, and be ready to ride with me. See you on the other side. Welcome back, profitable traders. Now let's get right into the video. The chart pattern we'll be talking about today is called head and shoulders. I'll come again. The chart pattern we'll be talking about today is called head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. Many people may have heard of head and shoulders, and I'm very sure there are some traders, beginner traders, that are yet to even know anything or even heard the word head and shoulders. So in this video, I'll be walking us through what is called head and shoulders, how we can trade it profitably, when to know when our entry is available in the market and it is safe for us to enter the market. All right, so I'll be showing us a diagram of the head and shoulder so we can at least get familiar with the chart pattern. This is what is called a head and shoulders pattern. I told you chart pattern is most times used as a change in trend. When trend wants to change, price is most likely to give us a chart pattern. So when there's about to be a change in trend, let's look at this picture we have. You see market has been coming up, which means a uptrend. It jumped off at a level, it dropped at a level, at this level, went up, broke that level, and formed another level here. It dropped again and moved up to give us another level. We can see that from what we have here, we have our first shoulder, which is this. We have our head, which is this, and it is giving us something like our second shoulder. The second shoulder can be a bit below the first shoulder, or can be a bit above the first shoulder, and also it can be at the same level with the first shoulder. Do we get it now? So when all these are formed, the next we should wait for price to start the downtrend. Then there was going to be a retest, or what you call a pullback. There's going to be a pullback at the neckline. At the neckline, you can check the previous videos on this episode. You will know what we called the neckline. So it's going to retest at the neckline before it now starts moving down. Then that is when we can enter the market. Our point of entry is at the pullback. The pullback is an evidence that price will continue in the downward direction. Then it is safe for us to enter the market and make our money. This is what we call a head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. We have a head, which is this. We have the first shoulder and we have the second shoulder. This is a very powerful pattern that many traders don't even know anything about. Many traders don't know anything about this chart pattern. So chart pattern can form at the resistance on a chart, and it can also form at the support of the chart. When chart pattern forms at the support of our chart, that means a downtrend is going to change to a what? To an uptrend. When it forms at the resistance of our chart, a uptrend is about to change to a downtrend. So when chart pattern is formed at the resistance, it is called a normal head and shoulders. It is called a normal head and shoulders. But if it is formed at the support of our chart, it is called an inverted head and shoulders. It is called an inverted head and shoulders. All right, guys, this is a very good picture of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. You notice that price was in the downtrend and the pattern was printed for price to change to a uptrend. Are you getting it now? So when price was in a downtrend, it got to a support, it got to a level and jumped from that level. It jumped up a bit, came down. You can see it jumped off from this level as well, jumped up, then came down to this level. You can see this level is almost as this level. So this is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this is the second shoulder. The second shoulder, which is this place, can be a bit lower or a bit higher than the first shoulder. It doesn't really matter. But when we see that price is now moving up, showing us very bullish candles at the second shoulder, then we should know that that is the formation of a what? Of a head and shoulders chart pattern. Then we enter for a buy. Do we get it now? We enter for a buy. So that is all about head and shoulders pattern. We have the normal head and shoulders pattern, and we have the inverted head and shoulders pattern. So guys, let's now go to our charts and go and see how head and shoulders are formed on our chart. Now let's go now. Welcome back, guys. So I was able to locate a very good example of a head and shoulders pattern on Boom 500 indices. You can see, look closely and look at this area. Look at this area. You can see that we have a very good example of a head and shoulders chart pattern. Let me zoom in so we can see very clearly. You can see price was uptrend, price going up, going all the way up. It got to this level, it dropped, went up a bit higher than the previous level, it dropped, came down again, this is the neckline, came down again and moved up and dropped from a level that is very close to the first level here, to this first level, which is giving us a what? A head and shoulders. This is our first shoulder. This is our first shoulder. This is the head, and this is our second shoulder. And now you can see price came up. Sorry, price came down, came back for a retest before it now started dropping all the way down. Started dropping all the way down. Can you see? Can you see the move? Can you see the move? This is a very powerful strategy, a very powerful chart pattern that we must understand as a forex trader. We have to understand how head and shoulders work. This is a very powerful strategy, guys. Now let me check if we can get a very good example of an inverted head and shoulders as well. All right, guys, I was able to find an inverted head and shoulders pattern on crash 1000 index. As we can see, price has been on a downtrend. When price got to this point, price got rejected. It went up, came down, broke that previous level, and at this point it jumped up, then came to retest this level again. As we can see, it has given us the first shoulder, the head, and has given us the second shoulder. And look at how price moved. Price moved all the way up, which makes it a very good example of an inverted head and shoulders pattern. This is a very powerful strategy, guys. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. Don't forget to share these videos to your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe, and stay tuned. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when next we drop our next videos. The first episode, this chart pattern series, is going to be more powerful. It's going to be a chart pattern that many people don't really know. Many people don't really understand it. Many people don't really know how to trade it profitably to make money from the market. So when you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when next we drop our videos. ForexNet Academy is here to help you guys to become profitable, for beginners trader to get promoted to become a professional and to make consistent profit from the market. See you next time.